Hey guys, this is John Watts. Welcome to our channel and this video, and I hope that you find this helpful. And while it feels weird to say this, I guess I will do it because supposedly it helps to sort of spread the message. If you haven't subscribed, click subscribe and the notification button. So here's what I want to chat with you about. We are seeing a definite increase in lawsuits, collection lawsuits, foreclosures, IRS activity. And, I don't know that this is true, but I'll tell you what it certainly feels like to me and talking with other people, talking with my clients. It feels like as a country, we're sort of like, you know what, we're done with this COVID thing. We've got all these vaccines and, the numbers are plateaued or going down. And it's time to get back to business. There are these stimulus checks that are going out, but we've got to get back to business. And I'm seeing among courts where used to it was like, well, we don't want to rush back. Now it's like, hey, we're so far behind. We got to get going. Okay. We got to file these lawsuits, get these lawsuits to trial. We're seeing lots of foreclosures happening. I mean, just an explosion of lawsuits in Alabama. And so what does that mean for you? Well, it means that if you're vulnerable in any way to this, if you've got collection accounts out there, if you're behind on your mortgage, maybe you're doing a forbearance or some type of loss mitigation, and you're coming to an end of that forbearance or that loss mitigation, you've got to take action, but not just blindly take action. It's like getting in the car and just driving with our eyes closed. That's not going to do any good. First, figure out what are your options, what are your rights, and then figure out, okay, here's what I want to do. Now I'm going to take action. So if you're getting all sorts of letters from Midland Funding and they're saying, hey, we're about to sue you, guess what? You're probably about to be sued. If you start getting advertisement letters from lawyers, guess what? You've been sued. This is not the time to say, well, I just can't believe they would do this. We still have, COVID out there and I don't believe in it. No, don't do that. Understand, at least what we're all trying to do is put this behind us and move forward. And that means that lawsuits will be filed. And, judges are doing default judgments. At least in Alabama where I practice, judges were doing default judgments all through COVID. Okay. Lawsuits were being filed every day. Now, not as many, okay, but a lot of collection lawsuits were being filed. And if you did not answer, then you would face the default judgment and then garnishment and all that sort of stuff. So don't have the idea, well, I don't really believe they'll foreclose. Oh, they're foreclosing. I don't really believe they would sue me. Yeah, they're suing. And so if you're vulnerable, start taking the time to figure out your rights. How does foreclosure work in your state if you're facing a foreclosure? Is it like Alabama where it's non-judicial? You get a couple letters, they advertise it in the paper, boom, it's sold. Or are you in a judicial state like Florida where they have to file a lawsuit against you, get a judge to say they can foreclose? You have to understand your state, your rules, and then take action. And here's the thing, there's nobody that's going to rescue you. Nobody's going to rescue me. If I get sued and I don't take action, guess what? They get a judgment against me. They garnish my wages. They wipe out my bank account. You're getting letters from the IRS. Like, well, I don't really think the IRS, Biden's in office. IRS not going to come. Yeah, they'll come after you. Okay. Wipe out your bank account, put a lien on your property. You talk about embarrassing. I mean, I've had lawyers so in the legal field, lawyers can refer cases. Okay. So lawyers that have cases and they need to file lawsuits, they'll send those to me. And then they get part of the feedback. So it's called a referral fee. I've gotten the letter from the IRS saying, hey, John, we are putting a levy on any money that you're sending to this particular lawyer. It goes to us instead. Guess what? I have to honor that. So I call the lawyer and say, hey, I got this levy from the IRS. Like, oh my goodness, I'm so embarrassed. I'm like, no, it's fine. Just understand the fee we get on the case, I have to send that to the IRS. I mean, the IRS is back in business and they're not even remotely ramped up, but they are coming back. So again, take time to figure out your options, figure out what you need to do. It may be to handle it on your own. It may be to hire a lawyer. It may be to hire a CPA. Whatever it is, if it's a tax issue, you've got three choices: an EA, enrolled agent, a CPA, or a lawyer. Okay, if you're sued, I mean, you can hire a non-lawyer. I think that's really, really unwise to do. Either do it yourself or hire a lawyer. And, if you're dealing with credit report problems, okay, they say, well, I'm not worried. I don't think my job's going to look at my credit report, or I don't think it'll affect me in a loan. Well, the problem is you may need to move fast on something. And if you've got an error on your credit report, you may not have time to go through it. So if you see that error now, take action. Figure it out on your own. Hire somebody who knows how to do it. Whatever you need to do it now, because I mean, when sort of life comes back, and it certainly feels like it's coming back, I don't think it's going to gradually come back. It's just going to, it's like a little bit, a lot. And, people are going to be like, I got to make up for lost time. Judges are saying, we got to get these cases tried. We have to make up for lost time. These debt collectors this has been phenomenal for debt collectors. They can't believe how great times are. They bought up all this debt. Now they got to collect it. They spent all this money buying the debt. Now they got to go collect it. You got to call you, got to write you, got to send you emails, texts. They've got to sue you, whatever it is. Things are about to really, really, really accelerate. And I just don't want you to be left behind. So learn your rights, take action. And I appreciate you watching this video, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye-bye.